Hey, church family, thanks for joining us for today's daily devotional. We're kicking off kind of a new series this week talking about honoring God. And today we're going to actually look at a passage of scripture. It's just a way for us to kind of begin to jump into an idea that's a little bit deeper, an idea that it maybe isn't explicitly written here in this passage, but certainly something that we can think through and see how it applies to us. So today we're going to be looking in Mark chapter 6, and we're just going to look at verse 1. Where it says, he left there and came to his hometown, and his disciples followed him. Now, the he that Mark is talking about here is Jesus. And so he's talking about how Jesus, after having restored and healed this woman, has now gone to his hometown of Nazareth. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, well, okay, great. What does that particular verse have to do with anything? How do we draw anything from the fact that, Jesus went home? Well, the reality is he went to his hometown. He left his hometown as a person who had lived there, who had grown up there, and many of the people there in Nazareth just knew him as the carpenter's son. But when he returned to his hometown, he returned as the Son of God. Not that he wasn't the Son of God before, he absolutely was the Son of God before. But no one noticed it before. No one paid attention before. So when he came back to his hometown, no one there in Nazareth knew that he was the Son of God. Now, whose fault was that? Was that Jesus' fault for not telling them? Well, if we believe that Jesus has been here from the very beginning, as Scripture tells us, the reality is Jesus had told them. Prophets through the years had told the Jewish people that the Messiah, the Son of God, would be a Nazarene, that he would come from Nazareth. These people should have known who he was. It was no secret that he was born of a virgin. Many people had heard or known of the miraculous circumstances of his birth. People should have known who he was. But no one paid any attention to that. Even though it was right in front of their face, they didn't take the time to honor God. And they didn't take the time to learn exactly who Jesus was. And I think it's important for us to understand, for us to be sure that we're paying attention to who Jesus is, that we consult the scriptures to figure out who he is, and we let that affect how we treat others and also how we honor God. Our author gives us a couple of questions that we can look at here. The first one says, why did the people in Nazareth fail to recognize who Jesus truly was? What was it that kept them from recognizing that? And then the second question, why did Jesus live humbly among his neighbors? It certainly is an attribute of Jesus as he grew up. Perhaps that adds to the reason why they didn't pay much attention to him, that he lived humbly. I think that's also an example for us and how we should live. But I hope you'll take some time to work through those two questions. Why did people in Nazareth fail to recognize who Jesus truly was? And why did Jesus live humbly among his neighbors? Church family, as you're working out the answers to those questions, I want you to know that we love you and we're praying for you.